guys, I'm Mike tonight. Today we're talking about what each Cedar Fair park will be getting in 2024. First up is Cedar Point, which is basically confirmed to be the return of Third Dragster. After adding Wild Mouse in 2023 to the boardwalk section of the park, Cedar Point is getting another roller coaster, this time with the return of one of their old coasters, Third Dragster. This will be Cedar Point's 18th coaster, tying them with Canada's Wonderland and being 2 behind Six Flags Magic Mountain for the most coasters in the world. Now, let's talk about what's going on with Third Dragster. Third Dragster is confirmed to be done by Zamperla, as shown by the shipping label saying Zamperla, and then everything lining up with that. And also, it's basically confirmed it's getting a reverse spike, as there are massive footers out where lined up with Third Dragster over near Iron Dragon. And the last thing is, it's going to get the new lightning trains by Zamperla, which nobody really knows how comfortable these trains are compared to the intimate ones that are really good. And it's also going to be racing themed, as shown by a tweet that Cedar Point could put out about horsepower. Now up to Kings Island. The best case scenario for Kings Island would be getting RMC Son of Beast. And while I do think this is very unlikely, I think we could see more possible construction and land clearing going on in that area, prepping for a 2025 project, which would obviously be the RMC Son of Beast. And as I said in an earlier community post, I said if Outpost 5 is still standing by the start of next season, RMC Son of Beast is confirmed for me 100%, and that's what Kings Island is getting. Now, that might not be for everyone, but with the way it's going right now, it seems like Outpost 5 is either being torn down, and that's the other thing, it could be a haunted house. So if there's a haunted there this year, then don't forget that.
What do you think of RMC Son of Beast at Kings Island? I want to get your opinion.
I think that's the best possible thing that the park can do.
Okay, thank you.
But Airtime Throws himself said that would be the best thing for Kings Island. Now let me give you my realistic prediction, which is a water coaster or any other kind of water park addition, or an addition to Planet Snoopy, because this would help Kings Island in areas that they are struggling in, which is the water park missing a star attraction. So is the main park, but they have more good attractions than the water park. So water coaster would be perfect, and then Planet Snoopy really needs something. Next up is Valley Fair. For me, Valley Fair is launch coaster or bust. This could be a mock coaster like Copperhead Strike at Caro Winds, but I'm leaning towards maybe a Zamperla launch coaster, considering Cedar Fair really loves working with Zamperla at this point, and if Dragster goes fine at the early half of this, well, if they think Dragster's construction's going well, they might give another project to Zamperla and some kind of package deal if they wanted to figure that out with Zamperla for another one of their parks. And I think that Valley Fair would be a good place to do this, or just give them the mock launch coaster, because that would be way better for the park. But really, I think they're going to get nothing in 2024. Next up is Dorney Park, which is basically confirmed, and that is a B&M dive coaster, which will be a smaller dive coaster and probably be similar in size to Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. This ride has a really good theme, and I think Dorney Park could do something very similar as Dr. Diabolical, as it is a really good themed ride with a good themed queue and some on-ride audio. I think they could do something very similar with a beyond vertical drop and probably break Dr. Diabolical's record for the steepest dive coaster by going like 96, 97 degrees. Nothing too bad, but nothing too steep either. It's not going to break the world record for the steepest coaster. This ride will probably have around 2-3 inversions, and I think that would work out great for Dorney Park. Now we're going to talk about Michigan's Adventure. In 2024, Michigan's Adventure will get a new bench, as this is all I could see them ever getting in the near future, as Cedar Fair is not giving them anything in many years, and if they decided to give them anything, it would probably be a new themed area similar to what they did at Caro Winds and Kings Island on a smaller scale. Next up is Worlds of Fun. Since Worlds of Fun just opened Zambezi Singer in 2023, I see it being very unlikely of them adding anything to this park in 2024, unless it's some smaller flat ride like a Zamperla Air Race, Zamperla Endeavor, a Zamperla Nebulous, or a Zamperla Spinning Cup ride, being the max that this park is going to get, with these small flat rides not being super expensive, with them just getting a coaster, and it still being one of the smaller Cedar Fair parks. I see them getting nothing really in 2024. And last but not least is Caro Winds. Caro Winds is probably going to spend quite a bit of money in the off-season fixing Fury 325 after the recent support crack. I think that they're going to do something very simple to get the ride back up and running, and it being quote-unquote good enough to be running, but it won't be completely fixed, and they will have to do more work in the off-season to make it more safer and better for the park. I could see them adding more supports to that area, maybe a trim brake, but as theme park predictions said, that would slow down the ride too much, and it would have trouble completing the treble clef element on windy days. So I don't see it being very likely of them adding a trim to the bottom of Fury 325's drop, but I could see them adding some more supports or maybe reprofiling some of the elements to put less stress on the track. But most likely it'll probably just be the new supports. And the other thing with Caro Winds is they have seemed to start work on a 2025 or 2024 project over by Afterburn. Could this be a 2024 coaster or a 2024 flat ride? I'm not ruling that out, but I think it's more likely that this will be a 2025 project and not a 2024 one. But what if it is a 2024 one? What rides would fit at Caro Winds? I could see them getting some more Zamperla flat rides like they just did in 2023, and being an Endeavor is definitely a possibility. Just spinning cup rides like Kings Island got this year, or a new coaster that I think could fit at Caro Winds is a GCI wooden coaster like Mystic Timbers at Kings Island, because Caro Winds only has one good wooden coaster, and it's not really even that great in Hurler, and then that would give Caro Winds the option to RMC Hurler in the future. Bye guys.